Welcome back. Here is our project overview for you guys. Let me go through it. And if you have any other questions when we're done, feel free to email me or post a question in the stream and I'll get back to you. Okay, so starting off as a photographer, here's where some things I want you guys to know. When you're just starting, please make sure to shoot a lot and shoot often. You're only going to keep and use your very best photos. So a lot of this gets deleted, and that's kind of an unknown trick of the trade, so to speak, with photographers. We shoot lots and lots of photos, and then we delete the majority of them and only keep the very best. Number two, you're going to practice holding your phone and camera very still and steady. So again, if you are using a phone, that's great. You can use your iPad. I find a phone a little bit easier to work with. When I'm shooting, obviously you can see my gigantic camera. And when we get back in the classrooms, you'll have a bigger camera to work with as well. There's a lot to learn on these, but this is very heavy. So when you are holding your phone, whatever you're shooting with, you want to practice having a stable base, standing still, trying not to shake the camera because you want really crisp, clear photos. Number three, all professional photographers edit their photos. Even basic crops and other color enhancements makes a really big difference in the quality of your final product. And finally, don't be afraid to try new things. Stand on a chair, get up above something and shoot from up top, lay down from like a little ant view in the grass to get something really low. Sometimes those really different angles and perspectives make for more interesting photographs. All right, our assignment. This week we're going to focus on composition. I already showed you guys the introduction video. So here are the 4 slides you're going to present or just submit to me by the end of the week. Number 1 would be a symmetry photo. Number 2 is an asymmetrical photo. Number 3 is a photo that demonstrates the use of negative space and visual weight. And number 4 is a photo that uses text. When you're using text, think about how it's adding information to the photo, adding context. And I'll show you how I did mine here in an upcoming slide. All these photos can be taken inside or outside. Try to take a number of each and then choose only your very best one to submit. Crop and use a filter if you choose to make them more interesting or work better for the topic. Here are my examples. I'll talk you through them a little bit. This will be my symmetry photo, and it just looks like a wallpaper. And actually, it is real life wallpaper that I have on one of my walls. But it was the best example of symmetry I found in my house. So I could split this straight down the middle, and it's pretty much an exact pattern on both sides. Pretty straightforward. Number 2, an asymmetrical photo. Again, if you remember to those cheat sheets that I gave you guys, something is not centered. It has some weight down at the bottom, but it still has balance because there's other things happening up here. It's not completely empty. So it's kind of anchored by other objects somewhere else. It could be way off in the distance, or it could be even closer. But as long as this is not centered and it feels balanced to you, that would be a good asymmetrical photo. All right, moving on. Number 3, using visual weight and negative space. So there's a couple things going on with this photo. Number 1, I changed my photo to a square rather than a rectangle because there was things going on above this little hanger that I didn't want to show. I wanted the negative space to be uncluttered. That means this wall, this blank wall, there's nothing else really going on. Number 3, when I say number 3? Number 3 meaning 3 objects. Artists find it more harmonious to work in odd numbers. So when you are shooting multiple things, try to keep that in odd numbered sets, 3s, 5s, 7s. I'm not quite sure why this works, but it just tends to work better. So as you can see here, there are 3 objects. So finally, there's a lot going on with the negative space. What also makes this photo interesting is that there is a shadow coming through. So it might make you think of a sense of warmth or coolness based on what time of day you might guess this photo is taken at. It might make you feel kind of calm, or it might make you feel tired. I'm not quite sure. To me, you can get a sense of things by the color of the photo, by the number of things in the photo, and by the tints and tones going on there. So you guys decide. Number 4, text photo. So I use text to basically, if you read the text and you see that it's some sriracha chili sauce, looking at that and then looking at this piece of plastic, you can probably deduce that this is in my refrigerator. That's the context that this text is adding to. I also chose to shoot it kind of from an off side perspective so I could get some of these diagonal lines in there. It just helped to make it a little bit more interesting than just shooting text straight on. So hopefully these slides help you guys. I look forward to seeing what you come up with. Have fun with it. Again, you can add filters. On each one of mine, I didn't overdo it, but I did add a little, like a cooler filter for some of them, especially this one. I wanted it to be kind of dark and just kind of set a mood. So, look at things a little differently, make some artistic choices, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with. We'll talk soon. Bye.